Welcome back, gamers. Let's talk about Overwatch. Most of you out there has already played the game. What do you guys think about it? It's pretty good stuff, huh? The game is playable in a couple hours, so by the time this video is uploaded, it's playable, and also releases on May 24th, fully worldwide. So far from what you've seen, this is everything in the game except for one mode that you don't see, which is the competitive mode. They took that out from the open beta to work on it because they had good ideas from players that they want to implement. So I cannot wait to see what the competitive mode will be like, because that's mainly the mode I'm going to be playing. And unfortunately, the competitive mode is not released on launch day, so we're going to have to wait till around next month or the next major update patch to see it. The other thing is that the game itself will go through a bit of bug fixes and maybe some patch ups before the release in 2 weeks, but that's pretty much it. Now, I've been playing this game for over 100 hours, and since 5 months ago I've been playing on and off closed beta, and I really do enjoy this game. It's really fun. Now I'm going to talk about some of the things I love about this game and some of the things that will probably deter some people from Overwatch. I want to talk about other games that are compared to this game. We'll talk about it in the next video, but it is nothing like the other games people are pointing it out to be. It's a completely different game. Overwatch is a battle arena multiplayer FPS. The game offers 4 different modes. There's Escort, where the goal is to escort a payload to a delivery point. There's Assault, where the game mode is about attacking and defending a point. There's the Hybrid game mode, where first you attack the point and then you escort the payload. And then the last one is Control, where best out of 3 wins with defense and offense. There's going to be 12 maps in the game once it releases, along with 21 different characters from all over the world. Each of them have their own unique personality, their looks, and also their special abilities and skills. And I gotta say, I have no complaints about the map so far. Every map I've played on has been fantastic. The maps are really well done in terms of vertical and also horizontals for the strategies to be pulled off. So I've really enjoyed the maps in this game, and they look fantastic. You'll most likely be playing this game online against people, or you can actually play the game against bots. The game is very easily accessible and easy to understand, which is a really strong point about this game for many people. The game consists of 6 players on one team and 6 on the others, and you can choose one of the 21 heroes. The game relies on playing and switching between heroes, so you can switch between heroes in the spawn room or after death. And the game allows players to be the same heroes on the team, even on the opposite team. You can have the team full of the same heroes if you wanted to. And as you play the game, you'll understand exactly how the heroes work and what to do with them, and learn cool neat tricks with them. The thing about this game is you don't want to pick your favorite hero and stay with it all the way. You can, but it also ruins the ability to be flexible in the fights. You want to be a flexible character. I've played through all the heroes, so I understand every single hero, and I can switch in between and counter one of the other team's heroes if I needed to. So that's the way you gotta play this game. You can't stick to one hero. If you do, you're just gonna minimize yourself to strategies and also winning. And that's what makes it different from other games that people are comparing it to, because the game relies on hero abilities and how to counter them. And that's pretty much the entire gameplay and how the game is played. Now I'm going to get into some of the other things about the game that I really want to compliment this game on. The first thing I'll compliment it on is the performance of the game is amazing. I remember when it first started in closed beta, it was just alright, but as time went along and given enough time, it got more and more optimized. It runs amazingly well now on 2K and 4K and looks great. The graphics of this game has a very nice color shading to it. Some people might like it, it's all preference, or might not like it, but it reminds me of a Pixar movie. When I play the game on 4K, it looks like a freaking Pixar movie. It's really cool to look at. And the physics of the game are really fun to mess with in the beginning of the game. However, it is only mostly in the beginning of the game. In certain areas, you'll see a little bit of physics to the game, but it could have done a lot more, like blowing up holes on different parts of the map, or maybe changing environments like rain and snow and stuff. But we'll probably see those extra features in the future, because I definitely want to see that kind of stuff in the game. It would be really interesting to see the physics put into play a lot more. However, it is a little bit lacking in this game. The sound effects are great, the voiceovers are fantastic, and the music to the game is very catchy. There's a lot of catchy music in the game, especially the rewind music that you see during the end of every match. That is one of the catchiest tune in the game. It's the theme of the game, so I'm always a big fan of that theme for some odd reason. The other thing I'll definitely compliment the game about is the matchmaking in the game. It is really well done, and during matchmaking, if you had to wait, you'll get put into a game where you'll go skirmish against other players as a pre-warm-up. It doesn't really count as anything, and it's the only deathmatch mode in the game. It's a skirmish mode. Once the skirmish mode is over, it'll just port you to another game, and it's a quick drop and easy game. It's one of those games where you can drop in, have some fun, drop out, or play anytime you want. And that's the fantastic thing about this game for some people, because You know, you don't want to sit around and play a game for 20 hours. I mean, if you can, hey, good for you. But for this game, you might need some time to cool off because it's not always going to be something that you can play constantly for hours. I mean, I can play a couple hours and then I got to stop and go do something else. So it's a very nice pick up and go kind of game, so you can drop in battles and drop out. The other thing about this game is that communication between the players are also pretty good. The mic chat is included in the game, and you know, some people use it, some don't, but hopefully more people will start using it a lot more. It's a very nice function to have, and communication is important for these type of games. You're going to see a lot of it used in the competitive mode for sure. As for the rewards in the game for winning matches, as you win matches, you level up your XP bar and you start earning loot. The loot in the game consists of skins and spray paints and emotes, all that good stuff, and it's all in the game for you to unlock as you level up or advance in the game. And you find them through the loot boxes, so that's the reward of playing the game. There is a very nice varieties of stuff to unlock in this game, so good thing you don't have to buy it because it is a $60 game. So it is all there for you, including the new maps that are coming out in Heroes. You will get them for free. And now we pretty much get into the things that can probably deter players from this game. The one point I made was that the fact that the game is $60. That price point is pretty steep for the modes included in the game. Some people might argue that, you know, there isn't enough depth in mode, and other people will argue that the hours and hours of fun you play in this game overrides the price tag. And also the amount of content coming out, you don't know when they're coming out, and you don't know what they're gonna be, so you're kind of worried about spending the 60 and not knowing what heroes are coming out, no announcement yet, and what type of maps and what things are gonna be free. So we're gonna have to wait until it happens to know more about it. But for now, that's the price tag of the game. The game was meant to be free to play a long time ago when they made the model, but then they changed it, and that's the way it is now. It might be for the better, who knows, but I can't really comment on that until the game is released and out for even much longer, with announcement made so that we know what's going to happen to the game. Anyways, this is a great and fun game to play. I always find myself coming back to this game for absolutely no reason, and the hype surrounding this game is unreal. The Blizztards are hyping it, my grandma's hyping it, my best friend's hyping it, my friend's hyping it. I mean, everybody's hyping this game, and there are short animated skits that are really well done on YouTube that is hyping the game up. So I'm looking forward to playing with some of you guys out there. The people surrounding the hype is unreal. The gameplay does lack a bit of gameplay mode, and of course people will burn themselves out over time, but they'll always come back, and that's the great thing about this game, is that it's not one of those super hardcore games unless you play competitively. But overall, it's a great game to buy and well justify the $60 if you're going to put a lot of time into this type of game, or if you enjoy the gameplay. But looking forward to seeing how the server is going to roll out. I am going to take a guess that it's going to be solid. It's going to be one of those solid servers because it's Blizzard, but I might be wrong. I might jinx it and the whole server might come crashing down and we're all going to scream and yell, and because the server is going to be down for an entire day or whatnot, but we don't know for sure. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching and game on.